Welcome to Wolfe Cadillac. Today we're taking a quick look at some of the interior and exterior features on our 2020 Cadillac Escalade. This Escalade in particular is featured in our platinum trim. We have our extendable running boards. We also have our silver metallic paint, black alloy rims, chrome front grille, black leather interior seating, as well as our 6.2-liter V8 engine. Now on to the interior of the Escalade. We'll take a look at some of the driver's side features. Starting off with our door panel, we can see we have our black leather, black suede, and our wooden paneling. Up on the suede, we have our memory seat option. We have our chrome door handle, lock and unlock buttons, and our speaker tweeter. As part of the Bose speaker system, we can see our speaker down below. We also have our padded leather armrest, close handle. We have our rear window locks and child locks, rear and front automatic power windows, power mirror adjustment with our joystick, and in the middle there we have our power mirror fold-in. Bottom portion of the door card we have our storage, and then we have our 8-way power adjustable seats and our power lumbar support. Down below we have suede, our park brake tucked underneath, electronic park brake. Then we have our interior lighting dimmer switch, daytime running lights, and 4-wheel drive system. Take a look above that. We have our heads-up display adjustment, info, and brightness. We'll see it just floating on the front of the hood there. Go through speed limit, the radio station direction, as well as TAC. And then we have our full digital odometer just below. We can adjust what we see there with the buttons on the right side of the wheel. We also have our volume and radio controls located here. Wood trim throughout the wheel, leather in the middle, as well as around the outside, our black leather. Then we have our front collision alert, heated steering wheel, our voice command and phone hang-up, followed by our cruise control just located in the middle. Our gear select stalk has a leather wrap around it. We also have our towing option and our manual gear select for low mode. Then we have our speaker in the dash, full leather across as well. On either side of the infotainment screen, we have our driving modes. We also have our pedal adjustment and our traction control. Right side, we have our glove box release, our lane keep assist, and our 2 park assists. We'll go ahead and close out of the nav to the home screen here. We can see we have our audio, phone, and projection for our phone, as well as the navigation we just saw prior, and our climate controls, also video for the rear passengers. Second screen, we have our running board extension option, this being the platinum. I'll show you a little bit more on the outside, but we have our extendable running boards, and then we have our cameras, rear view. We also have our adaptable guidelines once we shift into reverse. Down below that, we have our climate controls, 2 heated seat option and cooled option for driver and passenger, our volume slider. You can see it adjusting accordingly on the screen above, and then our direction of airflow and fan options. Slide our finger on the bottom, it'll open up our charging compartment with a USB at the back, LED light above, and a textured rubber pad below to make sure that our phone is not sliding and clunking around inside of that compartment. Then we have our CD player, storage compartment with our cooler option, 12-volt charging port, and 2 USB ports. Cadillac silhouette in chrome, and then our brushed aluminum inserts at the bottom of the cup holders. Center console lid. A couple of cool features here. We have our perforated leather that starts off and ends off more separated to create kind of a Starry Night look. Then we also have our padded patent leather. Remote charging station in the top, again that textured rubber, and our Cadillac logo at the back. Open it up and we'll see inside. We have that previously mentioned button just located there. That'll activate our storage, or sorry, I should say our cooler storage. Inside you can see it's very deep, can fit plenty of drinks in there, keep them cool in the summer. Then we also have our 12-volt charging port, 2 USB ports, and our auxiliary input located on the other side. Then we just have a little cubby for our phone. The front seats in the Escalade feature our black patent leather. We have our perforated leather headrest, very similar to the center console. Then we have the Cadillac silhouette embossed in chrome and perforated leather to finish it off, making sure the seats are breathable. We have our rear view mirror. Above that we have actually I'll go back onto the rear view mirror for a second here. We can see if we have passengers in the rear, this being a 3-row vehicle, we might have some obstructions in the way of the back mirror, or the back window I should say. We can see we flip down the switch at the back this creating a 300% better view of what's behind us via the LED screen placed just behind. There we can see we have a much better view without any heads getting in the way. Above that, we have our OnStar controls, our dome lights and dome light settings, 3 garage door openers, power liftgate controls, sunroof and moonroof controls, and our anti-theft. We do have a full black suede headliner in this vehicle and our sunroof above and DVD players for the rear. Go ahead and look at that next. So a slight detour before we look at the rear. Take a look at some of the features on the outside first. We can see our black alloy rims with our chrome Cadillac logo center caps. We have Escalade on the side along a chrome trim piece that runs the length of the vehicle. The handles themselves are not featured in the silver. We have our chrome, also our lock and unlock button, and our LED strip that's featured on all 4 door handles across the vehicles. To go ahead and open one, take a look at our extendable running rails, or running boards I should say. Down there, close the door, back up they go. Around to the back, we can see our classic Escalade taillights. A few ways to open this lift gate. We have what I mentioned before on the inside, the knob as well as the key. Then we have the pad underneath of the handle. Go ahead and open it up. You can see all the goodies that come with the vehicle. We also have our options to fold down the far back bench as well as the middle bench. Go ahead and press the button overhead. Close up the lift gate. Now onto the rear interior of the Escalade. Take a look at the rear passenger's features. We can see we have a lot more black suede in the rear, lining the whole entire bottom portion, and then we have our leather up top, our soft touch leather armrest, plenty of padding to make sure we're comfortable, wood grain, and our chrome door handle, followed by our speaker tweeter. Then we have our window switch, cup holder, and storage. Down below we have our speaker, and again, plenty more storage underneath. The back of the front seats are covered in suede as well, and then we have our speakers built in and our suede magazine holders. Back of the center console, go ahead and turn on the climate control for the rear. You can see we have our LED screen. It has the current temperature, which if we adjust a little bit, you can see it will come down in degrees Celsius. Then we have our fan speed and direction of airflow and 3 heated seat options for the rear passengers. Below that, we have our HDMI, 2 USB auxiliary input, as well as our volume slider. Then that same perforated pattern on the rear. Below that, we have our charging port and 12-volt charging port. And again, take a look at the DVD player. We have plenty of room to see this from the far rear seats as well. Have our Cadillac silhouette pop up, our Cadillac logo I should say. Then it'll go right into our options. The rear seats also feature our black patent leather, finished with our perforated leather in the lower portions. And then we have our middle pull-out seat, which features 2 cup holders and storage. Again, this is very padded, not compromising our comfort. And in the far rear, we have those goodies we saw before to when you purchase the vehicle, as well as our perforated leather and patent leather. And then on the right side, we have our 12-volt charging port and 2 cup holders. Thank you for joining us for this video walk around of the 2020 Cadillac Escalade. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you in at Wolfe Cadillac sometime very soon.